Zanzibar is a 40-meter modern schooner sailing yacht that was built in 2015 in Turkey. She is now offered for sale from her first owner. Commercially registered in Cook Islands and RENA classed. She has 5 cabins for 10 guests and accommodation for 7 crew. Powered by 2 C18 Caterpillar engines and with new UK sails with nearly 1,000 square meters. I will take you today through a detailed walkthrough on board. Now this video is going to be long, so if you want to skip from one part of the video to the other, use the chapters at the video description below. You will also find there a link to the web page of the yacht, and by clicking it you can see photos, specification list and additional information. So we are running on power now. The speed is 10.5 knots and the fuel rate per engine is 30 liters per hour, as you can see here. So I want to make a small demonstration about the sail operation. This is the main sheet control, and now I'm trimming it inside. It's going very smooth. You can see the sail trimming inside very quickly. The sail is 1 year old, very good shape. Now I'm releasing it back. We are on a beam reach, nearly on a broad reach. Wind speed is probably 8-7 knots, and we are making 6 knots. Nearly 6 knots. Unbelievable. Now we are starting the video today from the roof of the superstructure, vast area for sunbathing. And let's start by looking around. Now we are looking forward, turning the camera. Astern, there is a big sun awning protecting and shading the aft deck. Interesting view from this angle at the aft deck, which we are going to visit in a few minutes, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Now the rigging here is schooner rigging. The aft mast is taller than the forward mast. All the sails control are done by push button, except the trimming of the Genoa sail. I'm going to show you in a second where this is done. Now we can see here the mainsail, so to say, of the forward mast. It has new sails, 1 year old from UK sails. This is the most sophisticated sails. I'm not sure about what is Dynama here and carbon and so on, but it's the most reinforced sails. I will put the details in the specification list on the web page. You will have a link to that at the video description below. We have 2 life rafts here, which are valid until next year. 1 surfboard, and we are moving slowly forward. The decks on the main deck has been sanded, and so they look a little bit more fresh than the one that I'm stepping, but all the teak decks are in very good condition. From here we can also see the sail operation of the foresails. The staysail is self-tacking. We can see where I'm pointing the single winch, which is trimming it electrically, but as I said, it's self-trimming. And one of the winches from Lumar, which is for the Genoa sail, which is the only sail which you actually have to handle locally with these electrical buttons down where I'm pointing at the moment. So I'm going down now to the main deck and let's have a quick tour forward. A lot of hatches providing fresh air to the cabins below. This is the area where the guest cabins are, and of course some natural light. You can see the condition of the varnishing here and the paint. It all looks in amazing condition. Stainless steel, massive bollards, and beautiful sitting area down here on the fore deck. Huge windlasses from Data. Each one of them is connected to 200 meters of chain and an anchor of 400 kilograms. The staysail and the Genoa are operated with Reckman hydraulic furlers, as you can see here. Bowsprit of, I believe, 4 or 5 meters, and also this area is used to store the huge fenders while the boat is not in the marina. So we are turning the camera astern, and here you can have an idea about the huge size of this boat. The beam of this boat is 9 meters, which is an exceptional large beam. Talking about sailing performance, this boat has recorded 16 knot speed at 25 knots of wind. So although she is 260 tons displacement, she is a good sailing boat. And here you can see the forward windows of the Saloon. Very beautiful structure, very beautiful woodwork, which is in perfect condition and very well varnished. We are moving further astern. We can see here one of the runners of the foremast. Let's have a quick look up at the masts. This is the forward mast with 3 spreaders. The mast has been produced by Dokar in Istanbul. It's a very known and well reputable standing rigging producer. And here is the largest mast, the aft mast, with 4 spreaders and with most of the electronics on it, 2 radars, 3 satellite receivers. Moving further astern, this winch is serving the runner, the forward mast runner, and as you can see, the standing rigging has solid rods rather than cables. Thick condition, in amazing condition. A quick pause in our passage astern. You can see this beautiful water platform, and this whole water platform, which is located only on the port side of the boat, is folding inside the hull. The wood work here is astonishing, very beautiful. So here we are at the Aft Deck. It's a beautiful aft deck. The shape of the stern is a canoe stern, though it is very wide and spacious. Main seating area here just under the helm, which we are going to visit in a second. It can sit around at least 10 people. There is a large table just in front of the camera, and here 2 split tables, but there is another another big table that can sit on the two tables and create a lot of surface for dining. Turning the camera forward, there's a nice set of fishing gear here. On the starboard side there is another beautiful seating area, and this one is protected from the wind, so as the boat is cruising it's a nice corner to sit around and be protected from the elements. On the port side there is a large bar with good service surface, fairly large fridge for beverages down here, sink, and ice maker. Additional storage space in here. So we will move quickly further astern and we will have a quick look at the helm station. Again, beautiful woodwork. Amazing sunbathing area here at the stern. This is the point where the main sheets are connected. They are trained by captive winches which are located at the bilge of the boat. The gear here is from Lumar. Two davits which is holding this ZAR 53 dinghy which is belong to the boat. The davits are controlled with a remote control. Let's turn the camera forward to have an idea about the size and the beam. As we saw from the beginning of the video, large O-wings which are providing a lot of shades to this area. So let's have a quick look at the helm with some explanations. So the helm is high enough to see the horizon. If it is needed, the captain can step on the sunbathing area and have a better look forward. And so we have here two Raymarine screens, multi screens, one here and one here. At the moment on the left side we see the radar, on the right hand side, starboard side, we see the chart plotter. This is a multi-display which can provide different information according to what you choose to see. Same on the other side. Autopilot is down here from Raymarine. Here we have a ship control display which you can see a lot of the current information about the boat. For example, fuel tanks. You can see, you can open and close different lights and so on. Throttles for the Caterpillar engines. There are two Caterpillar engines, each with 454 horsepower. I will give you additional information about the engines and the mechanical part of the boat as we go to the engine room. Now this is a good opportunity to say that if you want to skip from one part of this video to another, you can click the chapters. You will find them in the video description below. This is electrical steering. It will change the rudder angle rather than turning the traditional wheel. And of course the Caterpillar indicators for the main engines. Now we have here a few control stations from Lumar. This one will operate the anchors, start the thrusters, and will control the PTOs, the hydraulic power units, which are located on each one of the main engines, or use an electrical pump. So you can control it from here. This is a sail operation. So you can tension or release the mainsail or the foresail from here. You can tension the back sail, or you can tension the forward sail boom, and so on. So this is sail operation. The two joysticks that we see here are controlling. One of them is for the staysail furler, and the other one is for the Genoa furler. That means furler in and furler out for each one of them. So this is more or less everything that you can see in this station. Of course, there is the VHF radio there from Ray Marine. There is additional navigation station inside, which we will visit soon as well. And from here we will make our way forward and going inside and checking the inner part of the boat, the guest cabins, galley, crew area, and so on. So this is the way inside. So here we are, the Saloon. Let's have a quick look around first. It's a huge Saloon, very beamy. Now, just to locate you, we have stairs here on the starboard side. We will visit them later. These stairs leads to the galley, engine room, and crew area. And the way to the guest cabins are forward. But let's first see the details of this Saloon. We have kind of a table for table games, and on the starboard side, large sitting area, which from most of it you can watch the large TV here. Large windows which are located fairly low, so from any sitting position you can view the view outside. This is obviously the aft mast, the longest, the mast. They made some decorations here, and I think this stainless steel is related to some of the reinforcement of the rigging. Moving slightly forward, there is a large dining table here, which will seat 10 people around it. And let's turn the camera and look back again at the main sitting area, which is this one. And to the starboard side here. Now there are two doors outside, starboard and port side, which can serve mainly the crew to jump outside without the need of passing from the Saloon. Another helm station here. This helm station basically contains everything that the one outside contains, but without the sail operation, which is done from the external helm station. Beautiful view from the windows. And again, this dining table. So let's move forward and go and check the guest cabins. The way to the guest cabins is starting by going down the stairs, 6 or 7 stairs down. By the way, just looking at the flooring of the Saloon, it's a solid oak wood, American oak wood, light, and it's giving quite a pretty and litten impression. So we are moving downstairs, half level down. There is a big corridor here, And in front of us there are 4 guest cabins, and the way to the master cabin is down from here. We will visit it in a few minutes. Let's start with the starboard side aft guest cabin, which is this one, separated by this door. And it's a fairly good size cabin with twin beds. There is a storage for personal belongings just behind this door, large hanging locker, and there is a TV here on the wall, and the ensuite, very nice design, toilet and sink, and very good size shower. White grayish marble. And back to the cabin. Two port lights, round port lights, can be opened for fresh air when it's allowed. And let's go back to the corridor, crossing the wide corridor and going to identical guest cabin, twin cabin on the port side. Ceiling, white ceiling, large hatch which provides fresh air and natural light, and the ensuite identical to the cabin that we just saw. Same size shower, very good size, with a small seating place. And back to the cabin. Out to the corridor. And we are stepping forward. This is the forward mast. It's a keel step mast, so it's going all the way down. And let's start from the port side cabin. This cabin is a double bed cabin. Very nice. Another 2 port lights and also a hatch which can provide natural light with some shading and mosquito nets combined. And the en-suites here, very comfortable. The showers here are larger than the first 2 cabins. Somehow the shape of the boat is allowing that, but the same themes, this grayish off-white marbles on the wall. And here again, this double bed cabin. Let's go out again to the corridor. Crossing it in this section, it's quite narrow, or relatively narrow. And here again, another twin cabin with 2 separated beds, 2 port lights, and a large hatch on the ceiling, which provides a lot of natural light inside. Same arrangement for the storage of personal belongings, hanging locker, and down there are some shelves. TV on the wall in all the guest cabins, and the ensuite. The boat is super clean without any smells. Beautiful. Now here you can see the amount of light with the hatch shade open, so it feels much more lit inside. I'm going to go again and have a quick look in the double bed when the hatch is open, so you can see that it provides much more natural light in the daytime. Now I'm in the corridor. I'm turning the camera forward in the corridor, and there is a separation door here. This one, oh, it's locked with some kind of lock at the back. But anyway, there is a separation door here. This one. And by crossing it, you are coming to kind of a service area. There is a toilet here, which they blocked it from usage, but it can be used. On the other side, there is a sink, and basically, there is a lot of space to store towels, bed sheets, and so on. On the other side, there is a Electrolux washing machine combined with a dryer. So it's a good area to handle laundry and bed sheets and all the service materials that you need to take care of the guest cabins. Also an ironing table here, an ironing board. So we are stepping outside from this service area. Later we will see another washing machine and dryer which are located on this boat. Okay, we are moving astern all along the guest cabin corridor. Up there is the Saloon, of course, and we will make our way another 4 stairs down to see the master cabin. Now the master cabin is separated by a door, this door. I'm going to close it from inside because it has a very nice woodwork. And let's have a look how this cabin looks. It's a full B master cabin. It's huge. Beautiful woodwork around and on the ceiling. And when the door is closed, it looks like that. And let's move to the starboard side. Sitting area and dressing corner. Kind of a makeup table with a mirror. Three port lights here on the starboard side, and then just in front of us there is a place to store personal belongings. Very large hanging locker. Here another hanging locker. One would consider to put here some more shelves. So anyway, the space is here. Let's have another look at this master cabin from this angle. It's really a huge one and very pleasant one. It has this warm wood feeling, but somehow it doesn't feel so dark. So it's really nice. Now on the other side, on the port side, this wooden door is leading to the ensuite. The ensuite is very large as well. Let's have a quick look around before we do the explanations. We see the shower and 2 sinks and toilet, and another 3 port lights which provide natural light and can be opened when it's allowed. Now let's go into this shower. It's huge one. Very nice. It has a rain shower option and sitting place, and from here we can get the full impression of the size of this ensuite. Yeah. Okay, another interesting piece on the ceiling, wood element. And let's step out back to the master cabin. Can look at it from a different angle. And I didn't mention it, but I think it was quite obvious to see that there is a up and down TV here, new from Samsung, just facing the bed, so you can watch TV from the bed. Last look at the master cabin, and we will step out and go back to the main deck. Let's see and explore what we have here. Small storage place for cleaning materials, and I'm not sure where the light is. Yeah, anyway, this is kind of an underground tunnel which is leading to all the mechanical systems. We can see from here one of the captive winches, access to the tanks, pipings, and so on. Can have a quick look inside. Also, some materials are stored here, like this. Anyway, it's a good way to access the technical parts of the boat. Okay, we are going out from this hidden place. I will close the doors here. Maybe the light as well. Okay, we are stepping up back to the main deck. We are on the corridor of the guest cabins. Another 6 stairs up. Good chance to see the salon and the dining area from this angle. Beautiful ceiling with some kind of rattan elements and solid wood. Shading of the windows is very nice also, from bamboo, real bamboo. This will go up and down with the remote control. So from here we will go downstairs in the aft area, and this is the area where the galley, engine room, and technical another technical corner is located. Let's check it. So here we are. This is the pantry or the crew mess. Nice place for the crew to sit and relax, natural light. What you see there rocking through the windows, I'm not sure the camera sees that, is the dinghy. Soon I'm going to jump into it and make some photos and videos of the external of the boat. And here we are in the galley. There are 2 fridges here from Vestel. This one is actually a freezer, full-size freezer, and another fridge here. large fridge. This is the space of the galley. Here on the right hand side there is another working surfaces and commercial dishwasher from Electrolux, which has very short cycles of 5 minutes, so you put the dishes 5 minutes and they are ready, clean. Down here there is a very big ice maker. Now it's not working, and another fridge, very large surface for the cook to work on. A lot of storage spaces all around. 2 deep sinks, which is very efficient in a sailboat. When she is leaning, you don't pour the whole thing outside. Now here we have machines from Electrolux, stove, induction stove, large oven. It's all commercial grade. And another 2 fridges down here, and a fryer, oil fryer, deep fryer. It's still a little bit warm. No, it's not warm. And here kind of a frying area. So it's a commercial style galley. This is how it looks from the angle of the other side. And this is the engine room. But before we are going to visit it, I'm going to show you the crew area, which is on the opposite side. So it is separated by this door from the galley. And here we are. So first cabin is the captain's cabin, wide bed, very good size cabin for the captain, small working space, TV, some place for technical catalogs, drawings and so on. Just behind me there is an ensuite for the captain, shower, sink, toilet. And we are stepping out back to the corridor. In addition to the captain's cabin, there are 3 crew cabins, each one of them with 2 banks. Very good size cabins for the crew, very wide beds. These 2 beds, and each one of these cabins has its own bathroom, which is in reasonable condition. Might need a little bit of refreshment, touch-ups here and there, but nothing more than cosmetics. Out back to the corridor, moving further astern to see the last 2 crew cabins. One here with 2 beds, again very good size beds for the crew and quite spacious cabins. Same standard of the bathroom, an identical cabin. We are crossing the corridor again for the last crew cabin. 2 beds, fairly large, and bathroom. And there is a personal belongings storage behind this, some there. Okay, we are going out back to the corridor, and from here we will see the last part of the boat for today, which is the stern technical area. There are a few things to show here. So we are stepping one step up, actually two steps up. This is the automatic extinguishing system for the engine room. The storage is here. Battery chargers from Vitron, electrical panel. This is the emergency steering of the boat. We have a diesel pump, bilge pump, which is required by RENA classification. As I mentioned in the intro, the boat is RENA classed, so this is one of the requirements. Here on the port side, there is a large room, a cold room, which is basically a huge refrigerator. Let's have a quick look around. So you can store here a lot of food for long passage. On the other side, we have two machines from Electrolux. They are commercial machines. One is the washing machine and the other one is a dryer. Inside this large box, there are the service batteries, 24-volt gel service batteries from Vitron. And what we hear working here in front of us is the Onan generator with 27 kilowatts. It is fairly new. It has only 1,900 hours. There are two new generators here in the engine room, but I'm going to explain on that in a few minutes. It is very quiet generator. Here we can see the sewage system water treatment, and we also have here two boilers, one here and one there, each one of them with 150 liters of capacity. So we are turning around and moving forward towards the engine room, and that will be our last station for today. Crossing the crew area, crossing the galley, I asked the crew to close the generators in the engine room so we can talk freely. And here we are. Let's first have a quick look around just to understand the capacity. So, small air conditioning unit just for the engine room, so you can cool the engine room if you need to work here and service any mechanical system. In the heart of this engine room there are two C18 Caterpillar engines. Each one is with 2,500 hours approximately. This is the starboard side engine and the port side. They are working very well. We were motoring to this anchorage place today. No leakage, no extensive smoke. Sounds very healthy. Two new generators that has been installed 2 years ago from Cummins Onan. Each one with 40 kilowatts with very low hours. One has 700 hours, the other one has about 1,000 hours. Air conditioning system down there for marine cold, alpha level, fuel separation and polishing. That's the port side engine. We can have a quick look down to see some of the bilge. It's quite dense here, hard to see, but they look pretty clean and healthy. In the middle of the engine room, this is the aft mast, this big thing, and some of the cabling which are going in from the mast, satellites, VHF, lights, and so on and so forth. A lot of extinguishers here, electrical panels. This is the main hydraulic unit which provides hydraulic power to the various systems on the boat. There are two PTOs also on the main engines, on each one of the main engines, which boosting the hydraulic system. Portside generator, very large water makers, two water makers, which together produces 700 liters per hour. Normally the captain is reporting to me that he's using only one of them in cycles because it is too much, the 700 liter per hour, at least for the needs of the boat. These are the membranes for the water makers. Water pumps, one of them is under service. This is an air vent providing fresh air to the engine room. There is another one on the other side, just far away there. Yeah, that's about it. It's quite convenient engine room in terms that you can access every corner of it, not too squeezed. Now the fuel capacity here is 12,000 liters, water capacity is 3,000 liters, and with these water makers you never have problem with water on board. So that was it with the engine room. We will step to the main deck. Let me remind you that if you want to learn more about this boat, see the full specification list, see many photos, you can visit her webpage by using the link at the video description below. Again, we are in the salon, dining area. Let's go out from the starboard side door. Ooh, sunlight. Beautiful bay down here in South Turkey. Calm weather.